Good evening, hockey fans. Welcome inside the RBC Center. It's Metro High School Hockey League action. Tier 1 versus Tier 2, the two top dogs on each side. It's the Coyotes facing the Woodlawn Panthers here on High Button Sports. It's a pleasure to give you the coverage of this one. My name is Mason Delight. Lucy Glazebrook on the camera. Starting goaltenders for the hometown Panthers is Parker Cole, number 31, the grade 12. Well, 200 feet the other way, it's Ryland Bent for the Coyotes. Coyotes coming into this game with the top spot in the Tier 2 standings, while Woodlawn is tied for first with the Lockview Dragons. They've been going back and forth the top spot all season long. As number 93, Hunter Gauthier, will take the opening faceoff, and we are underway. A new number for Gauthier. He's been wearing 23, but I guess he got number 93 and just in time for playoffs. That's going to be one up ahead. Woodlawn has it. Here's Remy Gallant. He'll fall down and make the play inside the corner. As there to pick up is Wren. Here's a shot from Gallant, save made from Ryland Bent, his first stop of the night. As here's Wren looking to keep it inside the zone, was going to be intercepted. As here comes Keegan Garber, but quickly turned over. That's going to be played in deep, looking to retrieve it is Noah Nickerson. Nickerson has Gallant on him in the forecheck. He'll play it back to his deep partner. That is Dawson Walsh. Can play up the boards. Going to be kept in by Opong. As Wren looking forward on the wall. Wren towards the blue line. Here comes Brooks. Brooks' shot will be gloved down. There'll be no rebound from Walsh. As take a closer look at the standings for Tier 1. Panthers and Dragons tied the top at 53 points. A win or a point here tonight would give Woodlawn sole possession once again of first place. It feels like every week we're talking about the same thing. Panthers trying to reclaim top spot as the Coyotes get possession. Here's Connor O'Connell. O'Connell will throw it towards the goal after the first touch for goaltender Parker Cool. So makes the save and stop play. So you got a quick look at the Tier 1 standings. Here is Tier 2, a bit of a smaller bracket. Eastern Shore comfortably into the top. Sackville 12 points behind. Eastern Shore has clinched the top spot in Tier 2. That's going to be another shot from O'Connell and save made from Cool. Parker Cool recently named to the Metro High School Hockey League All-Star team, as well as 4 other Panthers that will be played this Sunday. As face-off, as a scrum comes free behind the net, looking to clear is Max Halliday. Halliday was one of those players from Woodlawn named to the All-Star team. He'll look to push inside the zone. It's going to be picked up by Luke O'Connell. So the O'Connell brothers playing in their final year of high school hockey for the Eastern Shore Consolidated School Coyotes. That's a mouthful. As here's Vander Tobin. He declined an interview before the game. It's going to be played in deep. Conrad looking to get out the zone. It's going to be a DDD pass for Carter Switch. Going to be picked off by Siebold, who will send in the opposite corner. Looking to clear once again is Conrad. We'll go up the boards, looking for the stick of Connor O'Connell. Expect to see lots of the O'Connell brothers in this game. The Coyotes like to play their top dogs, and it's been working for them so far this season. As here is O'Connell. That's Connor O'Connell, number 7. We'll take it wide on the entry. O'Connell in the corner. His teammates are changing. Still has the puck. It's a pass in front, but good defensive stick from Power on the back check. His rebound will be sent wide by Tyler Linthorne. Law there to collect it in the corner. Alex Law will chip it through neutral ice. Puck is bouncing for Tobin. Here's Vander Tobin looking to go over cross for Beach, who got a good hop there. Makes the play with a Power. Power back looking for Beach, but it goes off the pad and wide. Good job there from Bent to use his pillow there to redirect the puck. As Eisner will play it down the ice. Might be a playable puck for Bent, who will cover it up as Power and Beach are right there looking for the rebound. Let's take a look at the top scorers for the Coyotes so far this year. Both the O'Connell brothers right there at the top, 43 and 43. Pretty impressive stuff from the O'Connell brothers there. It's pretty much a guaranteed point for each of them in each game. There's a shot from the point. It's going to be gloved down by Bent. It looks to be a pretty tall goaltender, number 35 in light blue. You can almost make the argument that that's pretty close to purple, that shade of blue, but it's a very interesting kit they got going there with the gray pant shells as well. That's going to be one back into the bench. Watch out, Coyotes bench. Another whistle right away. Very unique uniforms for the Coyotes. This is the second year that they've been called the Coyotes. They used to be the Eastern Shore Schooners back when I played high school hockey way back in 2020. Almost decades ago, it feels like. as here's Power on the forecheck. About 3 minutes have gone here in the first period. Looking to clear the Coyotes as Woodlawn will play it towards the blue paint. Puck comes free for Beach as he'll head fake before going in the corner. Plays it in deep, like a funny hop off the wall. Coyotes chance to clear. Kept in by Eisner. Sent back in for Beach. He'll get knocked off the puck by Delory. Puck comes free. Played back to the line as Ferguson this time will play it, and that'll go off his stick and back inside the Eastern Shore Consolidated School Coyotes bench. Been practicing saying that all day. Eastern Shore Consolidated School. They used to be Eastern Shore District High School, I believe, and now they're consolidated. And I looked up consolidated because I didn't know what that meant either. A lot of research going into this game, of course. And I already forget what consolidated means, so it's a moot point. As here comes Garber. He'll make a toe drag move, but Brooks stands him up and they score! Taking a hit to make the play. Well, the Coyotes there. It's going to be finished off by Gage Garber. Coyotes strike first here in RBCC. Brooks blows up his man, but able to make the play across and into the back of the net. And Eastern Shore have broken the ice against the top dog Woodlawn Panthers. We knew this would be an exciting game. You got to think the Panthers might have taken the Coyotes a bit lightly, considering they're in Tier 2, but they are no slouch. And they have the first goal of the game as here comes London Opong, the top scorer for the Panthers, looking to respond. So got taken down. That's going to be a Panthers power play. So a great opportunity for Woodlawn to tie the game. Talked to the head coach of the Coyotes pregame, and he said that one of the biggest keys for them was to stay out of the box, and mission unaccomplished, I guess, to start things off. This Panther power play sure is dangerous. They got Opong and Gauthier there at the top. Vandertoven, Wren, and Remy Gallant there on forward. As here is Gauthier wearing a newly acquired number 93. He'll play it in the corner. Finds Vandertoven. Toven up for Wren. Wren up for Gauthier. He'll take the spot in the middle of the ice. Gauthier had his shot blocked by Delory. Puck comes free for Gauthier. Gauthier will hold up the top of the zone, but good job from the Coyotes. That was Alex Mitchell, number 22, to force Gauthier offside. That'd be a whistle. So you can definitely argue that the Coyotes have been a bit of a better team to start things off, but there's still lots of hockey left. We've only played about 4 minutes here in regulation. That's going to be cleared down the ice by the Coyotes off the face-off when in neutral ice. Out to play this Cool. He'll leave it for Opong. London Opong. Panthers are down a goal here earlier in the first, looking to respond on the power play. Plays it over to Wren. Evan Wren takes it wide on the entry. Wren still has the puck in the corner. Behind the net now is number 17, Evan Wren. Will play over to the point. Here is Gallant. Gallant shot through the screen will be saved by Ryland Bent, who saw that all the way through the traffic. Panthers will keep their same unit out there for the power play. Coyotes make some changes. Bent is 5 for 5 so far. 5 shots, 5 saves. Gonna be one back for Opong. Opong will play and played in deep. It's going to be intercepted and cleared down the ice. Kept in at the line, but no. Gauthier was on the wrong side of the blue line. And he's hearing it from the Coyotes bench. Panthers will now make some changes for their power play. One thing about Woodlawn, they got depth and lots of it. Both power play units are very effective for Tristan Manson and his team. The head coach, as Law will play it over for Brownrigg. Brownrigg back for Law. Law up ahead for Beach. Beach will send it in deep. Power and Holiday on the forecheck. Puck will be playing in the corner. Holiday makes a nice escape move. Finds Power. Power puts the brakes on, looking to get by the defenders. Play up top for Holiday. Holiday makes a nice move. Here's Max Holiday. Shot will be blocked in front. That will make its way out of play. So I have a text message request. Lucas Stando, a Eastern Shore resident, told me to shout him out. He's playing for the Harbor Rage tonight, so we have a triple header for a midweek Wednesday. This will be the first game, Woodlawn versus Eastern Shore. And then that's going to be a stop and rebound cover up as well. Bent, nice job there to get the second effort. He's been rock solid so far. So this is the first game. We have the Gulls and the Wolverines going at it at 6:30 at the Forum. That'll be a great matchup on U15. And then the Rangers and my Harbor Rage will be playing later tonight at 8 o'clock in the Whiteout game. Whiteout Wednesday, we'd call it. That's going to be a shot from Halliday. Save made by Bent once again. Play to the corner. Here's power back for Halliday on the give and go. Rebound there, and they score. So the game's all tied up. Power play goal for Woodlawn. Took 11 shots to beat Bent for the first time. Looks like it was Halliday with the last touch until led to the bench first. And we have ourselves a tied game here in Burnside. So 3 great games here on HighButtonSports.ca. This one has been a great start so far. 1-1 just score. 9:45 to go in the first period. That's going to be pushed up ahead by Mahoney. It's going to be played to the corner as O'Connell back out there with his brother O'Connell for the Coyotes. There's a pass in front by Gallant looking for Mahoney. That will go off his skate and out of the zone. Eisner, last man back for Woodlawn. Play up the boards. Looking to clear. It's going to be kept in by the forecheck of Noah Nickerson. Played in deep. Here's O'Connell looking for it. O'Connell will play it towards the goal. Intercepted. Here comes Kenny. Hudson Kenny will make a move. Here's a shot into the glove of Bent, who is feeling it tonight. Makes another save. His 12th shot already. We're about 6 minutes into the opening frame. Parker Cool has 2 saves on 3 shots. Gauthier back out there for this face-off against Eric Thurber. I got the chance to talk to Thurber before the game. I think that interview was already posted on Instagram. He was a pretty confident man heading into this matchup. He knows his team has a shot to win here against the Panthers. As here comes Gallant. He'll get poked off the puck on the back check by Keegan Garber. So there's a Thurber and a Garber and 2 O'Connells. So bear with me for this one. Sorry, 2 Garbers. There's a Gage Garber and a Keegan Garber. So yeah, might mix up those names. So keep that in mind. As face-off will be a neutral ice. Here is Gauthier in for the draw against Delore. It's going to be one back. As Conrad will play it up ahead. Poked into the zone by Linthorne. Puck in the corner as Brooks will get there first. It'll reverse hit his man. Puck behind the net. Here is Opong. London Opong, the top scorer for the Panthers. Played a game for the Halifax Max this season. Had a goal and an assist in that one. So quite the year for number 22 in white. The grade 12 senior for Woodlawn. It's going to be cleared out the zone by Brooks. Brooks and Opong out there on D together. They were both named to the All-Star team, which will be played on Sunday at Co Harbor Place, I believe. Yep, got confirmation. So that's good. Here's Opong, as he has number 67, Riley Wood, on the forecheck. That's going to be played up ahead for Wren. Evan Wren looking to clear the zone. 8 minutes to go here in the first. Can be kept in at the line. Here's Conrad's shot will go off his shin pad. Stays in bounds. Rebound sent towards the goal. A good stick lift there from Opong to get his twig over Wood's stick to prevent a possible scoring chance. As here comes Wren the other way. Might be a 2-on-1 with Gauthier. Here's Wren. Shot will be staved by Bent, the goaltender. Another big stop for number 35 in blue. Delore looking to clear. Play to the wall. Gauthier will poke it ahead for Opong, who's pinching in. Opong looking to center it. Off his stick. Comes free for Gauthier. Hunter Gauthier will cycle it in for Opong. He finds Wren down low. Evan Wren looking for an option. Puts the brakes on. Looking to get by the defenders. Puck comes free for a moment, but poked away. Here come the Coyotes. Karsten has it, but good back check from number 93 will prevent a scoring chance for the Coyotes the other way. Here comes Opong. Opong will push it into the zone, but met there by O'Connell. O'Connell looking to go through the middle, but it's going to be off a stick. That's going to be sent in deep. Cool out to play it. There's Parker Cool with it. Over to Brooks. Brooks trying to get by O'Connell, but he gets tangled up. Comes free for Luke O'Connell. As Connor O'Connell in on the forecheck. O'Connell and Maddock Tobin tangled up in the corner. Comes free to the point. Here's a shot from distance, and that's going to go off a body and nearly a tap-in for Luke O'Connell, but he couldn't finish the job. Here's a shot from the point. It's going to be on net. Rebound, and Cool gets a second one as well. As rebound through the crease. There's another chance up top for Rockwood. Another chance. Is a couple of good looks there for the Coyotes in the last one, and eventually it's going to be covered up by Cool. So about 5 or 6 good looks there from the Coyotes. As we take a look at the pregame interview, I might need a haircut looking at myself on Instagram here, but we'll leave that for another day. That's going to be a face-off win for Woodlawn. Here's Seabold over to Law. That'll be out of his reach. It's going to be kept in by the stick of Dawson Walsh. It's another Walsh out there. So it's going to be played to the line, but that will escape the zone. Sent right back in deep by Carter Switch. Or sorry, no, that is Noah Nickerson. Chance for Woodlawn to clear. Here is Vander Tobin up ahead for Halliday. Max Halliday went to the zone on the left side. Halliday puts a nice move on it. The shot will go over the shoulder and wide of the net. Law pinching in, looking to keep the play inside the zone. Law a few whacks at it. As here's Brownrigg, sent in deep by Law. Puck is bouncing for Halliday. Couldn't accept the puck in the slot area. Here comes Garber, or Thurber rather. I told you I'd mess those names up. As Cool out to play it, out to dump in. Brownrigg has it on the boards. Put up ahead for Tobin, who will poke out of the zone, but sent right back in deep by Dawson Walsh. 5.5 to go in the first. It's still 1-1. Here's Law. Law up ahead looking for Brownrigg. Finds it. Brownrigg leaves it for Halliday. Here come the Panthers. Halliday on the backhand now. Forehand looking poke check by Delory on the back check. As the puck will come free for number 9. Here is Jackson Delory looking to get it off the snow on the boards. Puck comes free behind the net. Here's Nickerson looking to clear. Put up ahead. Looking for Linthorne as he'll get taken off the puck. And looking to go between the legs there was Kenny, but unable to do so. It's going to be sent in deep. Back to retrieve it is Walsh. He'll take the puck from his goaltender. Put up ahead, but picked off by Kenny. Plays up ahead. Here's Ferguson. Ferguson will play in the corner. As a few shoulder checks from Walsh. He'll try to go D to D, but picked off. It was a wraparound chance through the crease. Rebounds there, but another shot will go off the side of the net. Puck is still bouncing behind the cage. Centering pass. Here's Smith. Shot, scores! What a move! Smith wraps it around in front of the net on his backhand. Woodlawn had their first lead of the night. Good job from number 5 to use his body as a shield and kind of throw it behind his back into the net. And it is a 2-1 game. Like I said before, it doesn't matter what line Woodlawn puts out there. They can all score. This is probably one of the deepest teams I've seen the Panthers have in a long time. Here is Eisner. Up ahead, finds Smith, the most recent goal scorer. Smith has a lane in the net. Here's Smith's shot, save on the breakaway. Ryland Bent with another big one. Still 2-1. As here comes O'Connell. O'Connell will take it wide. This will take a hit in the corner as he reverse hits his man. As Eisner goes down in the corner, he's a little slow to get up. Here's a shot looking for the tip in front. That will go wide of the net. Here's a pass looking to go through the crease, but that will be turned away. Here's a pass in front. Here's a shot. Rebound there in front. Here's another chance as O'Connell couldn't whack it home. Both O'Connells there in the front of the net. That's going to be clear to the line. Here's a shot from distance. Tipped on net, but Cool makes a save as O'Connell's pushed into him. As a late shove. Might see a penalty here, and here we go. Donnybrook on the way. Linesman down on the ice. Both of them are. This is high school hockey at its finest, folks. Cool's helmet came off his head. There's about 3 players down on the ice. Both O'Connell's in the mix. You want to talk about intensity, this game just got a bit more of it. Let's see what the penalties will be here. Looks like Luke O'Connell will head to the box, number 91. Referees are discussing. They got their notepad out, so we'll see a couple different penalties. 3:49 to go in the opening frame. It's been a great game so far. Shots are 16-12 in favor of Woodlawn. It will put up 2 goals as opposed to the Coyotes 1. Coyotes scored the first goal of the game. Looks like both O'Connells went to the box. And if you're on the Coyotes side, that's a big loss, not having them on the ice for 2 minutes or more. Because they got to wait for the whistle to blow for them to get out of the box. So a big factor as we approach the end of this first period. The O'Connell twins, they play a lot of minutes for the Eastern Shore Consolidated School. So we'll see if Woodlawn can take advantage of them being unavailable. While we have a moment, we'll take a look. The top scores, once again, a better look. So 21-22, 22-21, 43 points. Not bad for the O'Connell brothers. Gage Garner with 34 points, Kaylee Carson with 32, and Jackson Delory with 29. Pretty good numbers for the Coyotes. Looks like they found the guilty party on the Woodlawn side. Might be a disqualification, and it is, so that'll be the end of the night for Hudson Kenny. He gave one of the O'Connells a shove as he was on the ground. Not sure if the camera caught that, but he is out for the night. We'll wait to see the official penalty calls as they get uploaded to the game sheet online. No one in the box as of yet for Woodlawn. I'd like to thank our sponsors for the night as well. We have a chance. Cooperators and Steel Hyundai, the white sponsors. Thank you for your support. This is the last Woodlawn Panthers regular season home game. We'll have the playoff home games. There's a saucer pass down the ice by the goaltender. Probably didn't see that because the sponsor's on the screen, but mine is all over the place right now. I apologize. Had a long day at work. And here are the other sponsors. The Royal sponsors, that's Colonial Honda, MMG, McEwen, McGuigan, and Giacomontonio, as well as Iron Dog. Thank you for your love and support all season long for Woodlawn hockey. These streams would not be possible without the sponsorship. I was going to look at the replay of a chance of the scrum in front. No one in the box for Woodlawn right now. Looks like it's going to be a Woodlawn. Looks like it might be a Coyotes power play here. Might be a 2 and a 10 for Hudson Kenny, who had an assist tonight, but it looks like that's going to be everything for him. So they're slowly putting out the penalties now in the game sheet. Right now it's just Connor O'Connell for interference for 2 minutes. But the Coyotes are lining up for a power play. They got 2 players now in the box for Woodlawn, so looks like it's just the one penalty to the O'Connells. So one of the O'Connells is available, I think. I don't see him in the box. Maybe they kicked him out too. I don't know. Either way, it is a Coyotes power play. I don't see O'Connell on the ice, so he must be gone. We'll wait confirmation when we have a moment. So Coyotes power play, but they're without the O'Connell brothers, so that's a big difference in their power play unit. As here is Opong. He'll clear it down the ice. It's going to be picked up. Looking to clear is Thurber. So lead the rush for the Coyotes. Thurber will slow things down inside the Coyotes' end on the power play. 1:20 to go in the man advantage. They play up ahead as Linthorne looking to shield the puck with his body. Played back. That's going to be sent in deep. Brooks have lots of time and space to clear it down, and will find Wren in neutral ice. Here's Evan Wren looking to go by the defender shorthanded, so he'll get taken in the wall by Tristan Conrad. Puck comes free. Here's Linthorne. Played up ahead. It's going to be picked off by Beckett Power, who will play it back for Opong. We'll go the deal over to Brooks, so we'll find Power neutral ice. Power will send it down the ice. Jackson Delory will collect it from behind his own goal line. 45 seconds to go in the man advantage. Here's Delory looking to get by the forecheck of Vander Tobin. That's Maddox Tobin, rather. He'll drop it off for Linthorne. Linthorne goes wide left, enters the zone, gets poked out the puck by Opong as Opong stands up his man and gives him an extra shove in the corner. Put it up ahead. Here is Power. Maddox Tobin might have a break short-handed, but the pass is a little too far ahead for him. Here is Tobin. Cycles it up for Power. Back and deep for Tobin. Tobin loses the puck. It's going to play up the wall. Looking for it is Gage Garber. That's going to be intercepted and sent back in deep by Opong. So out there, him and Brooks are. As we're back to 5-on-5. So Panthers escape the penalty. As we'll wait to hear confirmation. The penalty coming up right away. So much confusion as O'Connell back on the ice, but they look like they'll send another player into the box for the Coyotes. Or no, it looks like it's a Woodlawn penalty again. So, my apologies for the confusion, but there's a lot going on right now in this game. Looks like Tobin got a slashing penalty, so back to the power play for the Coyotes, but they have one of the O'Connell brothers back out there, but he's not going to line up for the power play. So here is Woodlawn looking to clear, and they will. That's Log sending it down the ice. Last man back is Walsh. Here's Walsh, right up ahead. So find Karsten. Played in behind the net. Looking to go to the line. It's going to intercept it. Here's O'Connell. So there is an O'Connell out there. My apologies. He let a shot go. It's going to be blocked and sent down the ice. So Law will regain possession. So Connor O'Connell still available for the Coyotes, but we had not seen Luke O'Connell, number 91. He might have been disqualified unless he's injured. That's going to be sent down the ice. No icing's the call. Is Law back to retrieve it. Last minute of play here in the first period. Once we have a break in between periods, we'll go over the game sheet to confirm all the penalties and whatnot. Here's O'Connell. Plays to the wall. Finds Karsten. Shot towards the goal. Rebound whacked away, but Cool makes the save. A few more extracurriculars after the whistle. Looks like Hudson Kennedy got a 5-minute cross-checking in a game misconduct, so a 5 and a 10. Luke O'Connell also got a 5 and a 10 for cross-checking. Well, Eisner got 4 minutes for head contact. Connor O'Connell served his 2 minutes already, and so did Noah Nickerson. So yeah, it looks like O'Connell, that's going to be a save from Cool. Looks like Luke O'Connell got a 10-minute misconduct, and so did Hudson Kenny for that little skirmish in front of the net. So hopefully that clears things up for you. That's a big loss for the Coyotes without O'Connell, Luke O'Connell, as him and his brother play a lot of minutes for the Eastern Shore Consolidated School, but one of them is now unavailable for the rest of the game. It might be a lengthy suspension of 5 and a 10. We'll see how that plays out. 20 seconds to go in the period. 35 seconds to go in the power play for Eastern Shore Consolidated School, as they'll take it wide. There's a shot from O'Connell. It's going off his stick and wide of the net. Picked up in the corner. Played towards the goal. That will be deflected wide. Beach looking to clear. Kept in by O'Connell. Centering pass. Intercepted by Brownrigg. Chance to clear, but the buzzer will go. So a interesting first period to say the least. Coyotes and Panthers here on a Wednesday. Panthers up 2-1. Let's take a quick break for the intermission. You're tuning in to High Button Sports. Be back in just a moment. Welcome back for the second period of play. A confusing first period up here in the booth, as Coyotes still in the power play to start things off in the next 10 seconds. That's going to be a hit behind the net on Law. That's going to be sent in deep. Coyotes are offside, so this will probably do it for the Tobin penalty. There was a lot of penalties in that first period. 2 ejections, as Luke O'Connell, number 91, and Hudson K, number 27, both got the gate for cross-checking. And the game misconduct. There was a bit of a scrum in front of the net. Ended up in 2 ejections, 1 on each side. As here is Brooks. Plays it up ahead. Here's a shot. Going to be a save. As rebound sent towards the goal. Here's Smith. Passes across looking for Tobin. That will be off his stick. As rebound played on the net. But Bent makes the save. So Luke O'Connell, one of the O'Connell twins on the Coyotes, is out. So Connor's still available, but it's going to be tough for Eastern Shore to come back in this game without both of them. Face-off will be inside the Coyote zone. It's a 2-1 score. Woodlawn has the lead. Face-off will be played for Gallant. Here's a shot for Gallant. We'll go over the net. You give that guy time and space, he's more than likely going to score, but that time he misses the target. Puck picked up, as here is Karsten. Put up ahead for O'Connell, loses it by Wren. Good job from Evan Wren to get the puck off the O'Connell stick. There's a pass off the side of the net, or that was a shot rather, off the post. His rebound sent over the cage by Wren. As Ferguson looking to hold the line. Puck comes free in the wall. Coyotes are going to clear. It's going to be picked up by Wren and neutralized. Wren looking to cycle up the wall, but intercepted by Karsten, but he's forced to retreat as his teammates are offside. Ferguson will lead the rush. There's Matt Ferguson will play to the line, but sent the other way. Comes free. Here's a chance for Gallant again. Gallant shot low this time. Will go off the stick and wide. Rebound play to the corner. 2-on-2 developing there. There's a few shoves being exchanged. As here's O'Connell can clear. Kept in. Nice move by Eisner. There's a shot from distance. Tipped on goal. Rebound. Scores. Gallant tipped the original shot and got his own rebound, and it's 3-1. Remy Gallant lights the lamp for Woodlawn. Few chances to clear for the Coyotes. Unsuccessful. Ends up in the back of their own net. You give Woodlawn opportunities to score, and they're more than likely going to capitalize on them. As it is now a 2-goal lead for the Panthers. Here come the Coyotes now looking to respond. Switch will play it in deep. Pass across as Linthorn can get that one on net. Rebound sent just wide by Switch. Looking to clear the Panthers. Sent up ahead. Here comes Maddock Tobin. Number 89, Maddock Tobin makes a move. Has a lane. Tobin drops it off for Power. Finds Opong. That will go off a shin pad. Rebound sent towards the goal. Rebound again. They score. Two quick ones for the Panthers. Beckett Power pokes it home. 4-1 is your score. It's been all Woodlawn here in the second period. Two quick ones for the Panthers. Beckett Power puts home the London Opong rebound. Panthers have a 3-goal lead. It was a good start for the Coyotes. They scored the first goal of the game, and it's really been all Woodlawn ever since. That's going to go off of the body and the bench, and that will stop play. This is Woodlawn's last home game. They'll play 2 more regular season games, and then they'll head to the Red Cup up in Cape Breton, a historic high school hockey tournament. I got the chance to talk to Cannon Brooks about the Red Cup and whatnot before the game, and he seemed pretty excited. Can't really tell with him, though. He's a pretty nonchalant guy. Number 14 in white. He's on the ice right now. Let's pass across, looking for a stick. That's going to be sent towards the goal. Cool makes a save with the pad. He'll cover up the rebound as well. As that was Thurber on the doorstep looking to cut into this Woodlawn lead. Thurber will stay out there for this ozone draw. Woodlawn will make a few changes. They'll leave Brooks and Opong out there. Thurber against Vander Tobin for the draw. Puck is dropped, one back. Here's Garber, shot blocked. Here's Halliday looking to clear. Halliday will eventually get the puck out. It's a good job to pinch in by Nickerson, but Halliday finds a neutral ice. Here's Max Halliday, makes a move on the blue line as he enters the zone. Takes the drop pass, still has the puck. Halliday behind the net, plays it up top and intercepted by Garber. That's Keegan Garber. That's to be sent down the ice. Brooks, last man back for Woodlawn. He'll collect the puck, puts the brakes on, feeds it over to Opong. On the Opong, nice move to evade the forecheck. Plays up ahead for Halliday. As Halliday finds Vander Tobin, makes a nice move. Here's Tobin, shot off the blocker and wide as Tobin escaped his stick, and then the toe drag move freed himself up, but he couldn't finish the job. Play to the point. Here is Brooks, but he couldn't hold the line cleanly. Forced to escape the zone as he'll play it over to Opong, his partner. Still something in deep. Looking to clear the Coyotes. They're down by 3 with 11.5 to go in the second period. Shot from the point will be blocked unintentionally by Brownrick. Rebound sent it in the glove of Bent. That will stop play. So Eisner with 2 assists. Becca Power, goal and assist. Halliday with the goal. Gauthier with an assist. Kenny, Opong, and Beach with single assists. Gallant with the goal, and Ethan Smith with the goal. So you want to talk about depth. This Woodlawn team has it. It's going to be one back of the point here. Siebold shot, rebounds there, and that's going to be a save made by Bent as he went sprawling out using all of his big frame to get a pad on that one. So it's still 4-1. Face off. One back for the Coyotes looking to clear. That'll be sent toward the boards, but that will remain in the zone. There's Smith. Pass towards the middle. It's going to be on the stick of low. It's a bomb go from the point, but that will sail over the net. Siebold forced to retreat and neutral ice, and they'll send it right back in deep. As here is Nickerson played up ahead. That will be an icing call against the Coyotes. Woodlawn doesn't always have the strongest of starts. They always are very relaxed. They come up here behind us for the warm-up, and they are not thinking about hockey, that's for sure. But once they get locked in, they are a tough team to beat. There's going to be a face-off and shot just wide by Beach, one of the top scorers for the Panthers this season. Looking to clear is O'Connell. Azul played over cross. Picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell will send it across the wall. Law, first man on the puck, looking to clear. It's like a hit from O'Connell. Now puck remain inside the zone. Here is Connor O'Connell. Plays it towards the goal off his stick of Cool. Good job from the goaltender to break up the pass. Here come the Panthers the other way as Smith has it. Smith takes it wide. Center pass will go off a skate looking in front for his teammate. As here is Delory now. Delory will take a hit, trying to make a play up ahead as he'll lose the puck. Sent back into the Coyote zone. So we're about 5 minutes into this second period. Here's O'Connell. Connor O'Connell will fake the drop pass. Solano takes a hit from Law, who stands his ground and walks right over him. The most disrespectful thing you can do. As Law lays out the body. That's going to be a stick to the corner. Here's a shot from distance. Looking for the tip in front was Delory, who sent it just wide of the net. Chance to clear for the Panthers rather. Played up ahead. Here comes Law. Law with Gauthier. Law over to Gauthier just out of his reach. That would have been quite the shift for number 9 if he could like a big hit and get an assist, but unable to capitalize on that chance. 9.5 to go. Here's Law. Sends it in deep. As Delory will cycle her on the wall. Looking for the puck. Sturber. He can't get there in time. Comes free for Wren. Wren plays it up for Eisner. Down low. Here's Gauthier. Pass ahead for Gallant. Gallant finds Law. Law up top for Wren. Evan Wren will make a move on the blue line. Kept in by Gallant. Remy Gallant will cycle in deep for Law. Here's Alex Law sent towards the goal. That being intercepted, but Law gets it right back. Law will take a hit in the corner, but maintains possession. As Law deciding to play forward for this shift. He's out there in the corner. Put up top, Gallant. Looking to cycle it. Puck is on the wall. Back up top for Gallant. Gallant will let a shot from distance go. It's going to go off a glove in front and wide of the net. Here's Gauthier. Up top. Finds the stick of Eisner. There's a one-timer. Gallant will go off a shin pad. It's been all Panthers this shift. Here is Gauthier. Puts the big brakes on in the corner. Hunter Gauthier towards the goal. Looking to chip it over the shoulder, but net came off, so it wouldn't count either way. 8:25 to go. Coyotes down by 3. They lost one of their top scorers in Luke O'Connell. He took a 5 and a 10, which resulted in him being disqualified. A huge loss for them, and you can tell as soon as they lost him, they kind of lost the wheels and the momentum of the game. They lean on him and his twin brother a lot for offense, and it's tough for them without him. As here comes Thurber. Shot will go wide of the net. Rebound cleared away as that came hopping off the boards. Here is Thurber looking to shield the puck with his body. 8:10 to go in the second period. Puck comes free. Here is Thurber behind the net. Thurber plays it up top. DD pass. Here's Conrad. Conrad looking to center it towards the goal. It's going to hit a stick, and that will be nullified. As here is Ferguson. Ferguson at the wall finds Maddock Tobin. It's going to be kept in on the line. Deflected in front by Thurber off the point shot from Conrad, but Cool read that the whole way and gloved it down for the whistle. 19th shot for Parker Cool. He's got 18 saves so far. Puck is dropped. One back. It's going to be played to the boards. Beach looking to clear. He'll center it for Power. Nice move by Power here by the defense. Beckett Power drops it off for Maddock Tobin. Here's Tobin across, looking for Beach. Finds him. Beach shot low, looking for the puck off pad rebound. It's going to be a save from Bent. As Power able to maintain possession, that'll be poked off of his stick. Ferguson goes over to Eisner on the D2D. Eisner will send it in deep and takes a hit from Thurber, the captain, laying the boom. Puck played around the wall, kept in by Ferguson. Ferguson will play it in deep. Here's Halliday off the bench. Halliday takes it out of the corner, makes a move. Halliday gets poked off the puck, comes free, looking to clear the Coyotes, but in came pinching the defenseman for the Panthers. Play to the line. Here's Halliday up top. Halliday will let a shot go off a stick and wide. Rebound comes free on the wall. Coyotes chance to clear. As Garber, that's Keegan Garber, might have drawn a penalty. As Woodlawn will touch up, and that will be whistled down. Might see another scrum here. Bit of a heated rivalry between these two teams out of nowhere. A lot of barking going on both sides. Looks like Halliday will be the penalized player. A 4-minute penalty. Looks like head contact's a signal. So a good chance for the Coyotes. They can get a couple goals on this extended power play. 4 minutes for Halliday. Carson in for the draw against Vander Tobin, number 55. Puck is dropped. One back. Brooks looking for it. Play to the line for the Coyotes. Here is Conrad. Conrad played to the half wall. Gets the return pass up top. Conrad shot looking for the tip. Just goes wide off the stick of Linthorne in front. There's another chance for Linthorne, but good defensive stick from Tobin. Played up ahead. Here comes Brownrigg. Brownrigg will send it in the corner. Coyotes on the power play right now. 3.5 to go after that one, and that's going to be a hit on the wall by O'Connell. Connor O'Connell is huge, and he lays the boom. As here comes Karsten. Karsten will drop it off the line. It's going to be kept in by Conradson, back in deep. Finds a stick of Gage Garber. He'll get picked off the puck by Opong. Here comes London Opong. Takes it wide. Gets by O'Connell. 2-on-1. Here's Opong over to Tobin off the pad. As Opong's skating, it looks effortless out there, but he sure can move. And he got by the defender with ease there. Almost capitalized shorthanded. As puck comes free to the Coyotes, here's Linthorne. Linthorne's shot off the rush will go over the shoulder and wide of the goaltender. 1:10 has gone on the double minor to Halliday. Puck will be kept in the line. Here's Conrad, played across. There's a backhand opportunity. That's going to be sent just wide as Keegan Garber couldn't find the back of the net. Here's a shot from distance, going to be collected and covered up by Cool. 5.5 to go in the second period. 4-1 is your score. The Coyotes are on a extended power play right now. And for the draw is Jackson Delory. Up against Hunter Gauthier. Puck dropped. One back by Gauthier. Here's Siebold. Siebold will clear it down the ice as Wren nearly had a step to the net, but that was a little too out of his reach. Have to play it as bent. Up the wall. Finds a stick of Mitchell. It's going to be turned over by Gauthier as Siebold will collect the pass. Here's Maddox. Siebold will go off the glass. Takes a funny hop. That's going to escape the zone. Picked up by Wren. Evan Wren shorthanded. Has the puck. Makes a move but loses it. Good back check by Keegan Garber. So leave the rush the other way from the Coyotes. Played over. Finds Mitchell. Mitchell gets knocked off the puck. Comes free for Gauthier. Here's Hunter. Gauthier will chip it into the zone shorthanded. Him and Walsh will battle for possession. Played up ahead for Delory. Delory will poke it over. Finds Nickerson. Noah Nickerson will take it wide. 2 minutes to go in the double minor as Law lays out Nickerson in the boards. Wren there to collect it. Wren up for Law. Law will clear it down the ice. Bent out to play it. You can see the frustration on the Coyotes side. You can hear it as well. Here's Walsh. Dawson Walsh has the puck for the Eastern Shore Consolidated School. And a shot go directed wide by Cool off the blocker. Sent towards the goal off the rebound. Played to the line. Here's O'Connell back out there. Sent in deep. They'll miss the intended recipient. Puck comes free. Looking to clear his Law. Put up ahead for Wren. Wren finds Smith. Smith will go skate to stick. Makes the move by the defender. As Smith nearly got blown up but stands his ground as Thurber came looking to deliver a big body check, but Smith did not fall down. Here's O'Connell's shot will sail over the net off the rush. Trying to put a stick on the way through. Play to the line. Thurber plays it over. Finds Tristan Conrad. He'll send it in deep. Ferguson first to the puck. He'll play up the wall looking for Gallant. That'll be kept in by Thurber. Thurber through the middle. Looking for O'Connell, but he got his stick lifted. That's going to be cleared down the ice by Woodlawn. Thurber last man back has Gallant on the forecheck. Makes the move by him. Gallant still looking for that loose puck. He's a dog on the bone. Short-handed. Quoting Theo Iatru, dog on a bone mentality. As here is Delory. Enters the zone. Delory plays up top for O'Connell. O'Connell shot from distance off the pad of Cool. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Thurber up top for O'Connell. O'Connell will corral it and shoot it towards the goal, but off a stick and wide. Chance to clear. Kept in. Here's a shot from Conrad. Rebound off the blocker. That's Cool. Makes the save, and that will be whistled down. Cool had that puck deflect on him. It kind of rainbowed over above him, but he was able to make the save and cover things up with exactly 3 minutes to go. So coming up in about 13 minutes is the Goals and Wolverines over at the Forum. One of our 3 games featured today on highbuttonsports.ca. We got this one, of course, Goals and Wolverines, and then later on the primetime matchup at 8 o'clock at Clover Place. It's the Rage hosting the Rangers on Whiteout Night. Whiteout Wednesday, we call it, over in Cole Harbour. So 3 great games to separate the middle of your week. And a full slate of games on Saturday and Sunday. Playoffs approaching in U18. Still about a month left of playoffs, or regular season rather, for U15 and U16. That's going to be played towards the goal for Cool, who will cover things up. Tobin gives his man a shove in front. Coyotes are approaching the shot total as the Panthers. It's 23-24 now. And we're also back to 5-on-5. I should mention that. Coyotes cannot convert on the double minor. 2.5 to go in the middle frame. 4-1's your score. Woodlawn here at home had the lead. Their last regular season home game. If they can win out, they have a chance to finish first place as Lofty's right on their tail. It's going to be poked up ahead for Beach. Beach has Tobin on the 2-on-1. Here's Gregor Beach. Pass across. Tobin just sailed it wide. That would have made it 5-1. As pass up ahead. Here comes Karsten. Karsten's shot will be deflected off the stick of Ferguson on the back check. Puck comes free. Play to the corner. Here's Eisner. Conrad Eisner has the puck. Up for Tobin. Here's Maddock Tobin. Looking to play it up ahead. That's going off a stick. But eventually makes his way on the stick of Power, who will dump it down the ice. Back to retrieve it is Nickerson. As he'll lay his man Beach in the corner. Puck comes free for Power. Power makes a move off the wall. Power loses it. So here come the Coyotes, but poked off the stick of Gage Garber. Sent back inside the zone. Here's Beach in front for Power. Puck is bouncing, comes free for Halliday. Halliday will try and drag it through the skates of Power, but it's going to be sent in deep. The number 86 in white. Chance to clear for the Coyotes. Kept in. Here's a shot from distance. Penalty coming up. That's going to be touched up by the Coyotes. Now be whistled down. Slashing is the call from the referee at center ice. No argument from Gage Garber on that one. Another chance for this Panthers power play. They scored on their only opportunity of the game in the first period. They'll send the first unit out there. Wren, Maddock Tobin, Gauthier, Opong, and Remy Gallant. Here is Gauthier. Has the puck in the corner. Makes the move. Gauthier up top for Opong. There's London Opong. Plays it over for Gallant in the half wall. Gallant will let a shot go off the pad. Rebound's there for Gauthier off a stick, and they score. Hunter Gauthier on the power play makes it 5-1. Panthers power play stays perfect here in this one. Gauthier off the pass from Gallant. 1:01 to go in the middle frame. It's a 4-goal lead for Woodlawn. Brownrigg will take the face-off against Thurber at neutral ice. right in the center ice circle to be exact. Puck is dropped. One ahead. This here is Mahoney. Mahoney will let a shot go, just goes wide. Played to the wall. Chance to clear. Here's Walsh. Walsh loses the puck. Good forecheck by Mahoney. Play to the corner. Halliday out there. Halliday has the puck on the wall. Looking to cycle it in deep, and he will. Up ahead, here's a shot on goal. Rebounds there, and they score again. Brownrigg makes it 6-1. Woodlawn has 5 goals in the second period. Brownrigg puts home the rebound. And it's a 5-goal spread, which this will carry over into the third period, which means it'll be run time. But for now, we'll play on. As here's O'Connell looking to respond for the Coyotes before the buzzer. 30 seconds to go in the second period. There's O'Connell inside the Panthers zone. Centering pass, there's a shot, stop from Cool. And looks like they will run the clock, or no, sorry. So 19 seconds to go. We don't get any of the rule books or anything, we just kind of got to know. No one really tells us anything. So my apologies for that. Delory in for the draw against Brownrigg. One back to the point. There's a shot from distance, goes wide. 15 seconds to go in the second period. Delory looking for it. Played to the line and sent back in deep. Here comes Halliday. Halliday will take it wide and he gets hit in the process. Puck will come free for Brownrigg. 2 seconds now, 1, and that's going to do it for the second period. Might be a penalty at the buzzer. We'll see. Either way, it's a 6-1 lead for the Panthers here at home. We'll take a quick break. You're tuning to High Button Sports. Our coverage of the Metro High School Hockey League will continue. Zamboni onto the ice. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back inside the RBC Center. It's a 6-1 spread right now. Panthers and Coyotes here on High Button Sports. We'll have run time to start off the final frame. We are underway here for the third period. It was a very confusing first period. A lot of penalties were given out. Luke O'Connell and Hudson Kenny both got 5 and 10s for cross-checking. There was a bit of a scrum in front of the net of Parker Cool. They both got the gate. And Coyotes haven't really been able to recover since. Here's a chance for Wren, but good poke check from Bent as he came flying out of his net. So the Coyotes are led by 2 O'Connell twins, Luke and Connor. Luke got the gate, and they're a tough team. It's tough for them to compete without him. He's one of their top players. So that's kind of where we're at right now. As here comes his brother, Connor O'Connell, set it in deep, number 7. O'Connell looking to center. It's getting intercepted by Gauthier. Gauthier has a couple points in this game. Sent up ahead. Here's Brownrigg. Brownrigg pass in front, looking for Wren that will go off his skate and wide. As we are about 1 minute into this third period. It's going to be kept in by Halliday on the forecheck, fresh off the bench. Wren looking for it, takes a hit, makes the play over to Halliday. Assuming Thurber tangled up on the net. Halliday gets possession, played up top. Here's Eisner, shot from distance, tipped but saved from Bent. As penalty on the play in front of the net. Brownrigg draws it. Cross-checking is the signal. Clock is ticking, so looks like heading into the box will be a Coyote. Looks like number 68, Jack Rockwood. So I guess for one time they just put 3 minutes on the board for power plays for minors, I guess. You learn something new every game here in high school hockey. As no power play unit out there for Woodlawn. They got 2 defense out there who don't usually play the power play. That's Eisner and Ferguson. As Cool out to play it, he'll lose the puck. Here's a chance, short-handed, but good defensive stick by Conrad Eisner will prevent a scoring chance. He'll be sent up ahead, off his stick of Beach. To be collected by Walsh. Walsh will clear it down the ice, past Brownrigg. So Panthers are 2 for 2 in the power play tonight, but they're not sending out their top guns for this third opportunity. They kind of a respectful move by them, you could say. Not trying to blow the score out of proportions. Here's a shot low, as hit into the wall. That's going to be another penalty as Power gets pushed into the boards. Boarding is the signal. So looks like a 5-on-3 for Woodlawn. Let's see who is heading to the box. Looks like it will be Captain Thurber. Clock is ticking on both sides for the penalties. Those poor timekeepers down there trying to keep up with all these penalties. Especially confusing with run time, but they're doing a great job. As here's Opong. Shot will go into the logo and covered up as Bent makes a save. So a lot of ice out there for this Panthers power play. Smith, who has a goal tonight, will take the face-off against Delory. One back by the Coyotes, looking to clear, kept in by Opong. Here's Opong over to Ferguson. Ferguson back up top for Opong. Opong plays it over, finds Mahoney, back up top. Opong over to Ferguson. It's penalty on the play in front of the net. Cross-checking on Tobin, so it'll be a rare 4-on-3 power play. So penalties after penalties to start off this third period. This time it's the Panthers who will be penalized. Looks like a Christmas tree over there on the score clock, all the lights and whatnot. We're way past Christmas. We're halfway through January, nearly at the end of January, hard to believe. Seems like just yesterday, back in September, we were starting our first games here in High Button Sports, but we are well into the season now, approaching playoffs. As Hit will fair at the puck for Opong. Opong leads the team in scoring as a defenseman for Woodlawn. He'll enter the zone. Up top, finds Mahoney. Mahoney's shot will be tipped in front by Smith, just wide. As Ferguson will collect the puck on the wall, down low for Smith. A 4-on-3 power play right now. A rarity in hockey. Just the one defenseman out there for Woodlawn, but that is Opong. Or sorry, there's 2. Ferguson's out there as well. Here's Mahoney. Over to Opong. Opong will walk in and shoot off the blocker. Rebound. Cleared away. Another chance sent off the blocker. As Opong came walking right down looking for an opportunity. So Coyote out of the box. It's now 4-on-4 for the next minute. That will be iced down and that will stop play. Clock still ticking with the 5-goal spread. There's about a minute left of 4-on-4 hockey. Then there'll be a minute power play for the Coyotes. Gallant, Gauthier, Law, and Brooks are the 4 out there for Woodlawn. Looks like out there for Coyotes will be Mitchell, Conrad, and Delory, who goes off to the bench. So a few fresh faces out there. Walsh and Brockwood out there for the 4-on-4. So Law has the puck. Alex Law will play up ahead for Gauthier. Hunter Gauthier makes a move. Gauthier pass across looking for Gallant, who couldn't accept it cleanly. Good back check from the Eastern Shore Consolidated School. As here comes Walsh the other way. Walsh will get hit by Law as he enters the zone. Puck comes free for Gallant. We're about 6 minutes into this third period. Gallant will send it down the ice as the Panthers are now shorthanded. Bent out to play it. 45 seconds of power play time for the Coyotes as hit behind the net will free up the puck. Here comes Rockwood. Rockwood plays it over. Finds Linthorn. Linthorn takes it wide. Him and Law battling for the puck. Linthorn still has it. Linthorn looking to center it off his stick. Puck comes free. Cleared away. That will escape the zone. 24 seconds to go in the Coyotes power play. Here is Walsh. Walsh up ahead for Alex Mitchell. Mitchell takes it wide on the entry. Mitchell shot without the pad and just grazes wide. That will escape the zone as Linthorn couldn't get back in time to prevent it from going out. 5 seconds to go in the power play as Matic Tobin will take over. Sorry, that's Vander. Cleared back in deep, and that's going to do it. So back to 5-on-5 after a lot of penalties to start out the third. Brownring off the bench will play it up ahead. Kept in by the Coyotes. Here's Mitchell. Loses the puck for Tobin. Sent in deep. Finds Eisner. Conrad Eisner will skate up the ice. Plays it up ahead for Brownring. It's will take a hit from O'Connell. Puck comes free, Coyotes. Played up ahead. Here is O'Connell. Playing without his twin brother for the rest of this game. He got kicked out in the first period. This here is Brooks now. Brooks turned over from the Coyotes. Pass in front. There's O'Connell. Poke check from Cool as he makes the save. Play to the point. That will be sent back in deep by Conrad. Played up the wall. Looking to clear the Panthers. That's going to be kept in by Conrad once again. Here's Conrad. Shot will be saved by Cool. I know freeze play, but not the buzzer or the clock. So 12 minutes to go here in run time in the third period. It's a 5-goal spread, which means a run time here in the Metro High School Hockey League. Delory against Power for the draw. They'll kick out Delory. In comes Garber. Puck is dropped. Played up the boards by Siebold, looking to clear. Kept in by Delory. Coyotes have it on the forward check. Here's Wood. Wood loses the battle of Siebold. Played up ahead. Kept in. Looking to clear. It's Woodlawn, and they will. Might be a 2-on-1. There's Power with Beach. Power takes it wide towards the goal, looking for Beach off a skate. Good back check from the Coyotes. Puck comes free as Halliday gets taken off the puck from a hit. Ferguson pinching in, keeps it inside the zone, finds Power. Power loses the puck. Coyotes looking to clear. Regain possession by Power, but quickly turned over. Here's Riley Wood. Put over across. Finds Garber. That's Gage Garber, but he loses the puck. Siebold up for Beach. Drops it off for Halliday. Here's Max Halliday. Makes a move towards the middle. Halliday throws the puck, but gets hit off the biscuit there as he had his head down coming to neutral ice, or middle of the ice rather. Chip back in deep by Ferguson. Here's Halliday. Halliday makes a move. This will get hit off the puck once again, and that will escape the zone. Coyotes are loud on their side of the ice on the bench. Clear down the ice, picked up by Thurber. Thurber plays it over. Pass up ahead. Finds Garber. Garber will send it in deep. Ferguson, last man back, will play it up the boards. Kept in by Thurber. Chance to clear. Here comes Beach now. Beach had that poked off his stick and sent back in deep by Eastern Shore Consolidated School. Here's Ferguson. Ferguson off the glass. I'll hit a glove in the bench and that will stop play. 10 minutes to go here in the third. Run time in effect right now. And for the draw is Thurber against Gauthier inside the Panthers zone. Puck is dropped. Here's Brooks now. Brooks, as Thurber gives him a hit in the corner. Puck comes free. Thurber has it. Puck in the corner. 2-on-2. Comes free. Here's Smith. Smith will play it up ahead, but picked off. As Smith will free up the puck with a forechecking hit. Comes free for Opong. London Opong will get nudged off the puck as he let the shot go. And that will be covered up. You don't see Opong get hit too often. He's pretty shifty. But this time he was caught with his head down entering the zone. 5-1 your score here in Burnside. As Gulls and Wolverines getting underway over at the Forum. And then later on tonight it will be Rage and Rangers at Cole Harbour Place. So 3 games to split up your week here on a Wednesday. Starting off with this one. Here's O'Connell. Connor O'Connell will let a shot go off a stick in front that will not make its way on net. Play up ahead. Smith can handle it cleanly. Comes free. Coyotes have it. As here's Garber, but he couldn't hold on to it. Puck comes free for Brooks. Will send it in deep. Out to play is the Coyotes goaltender. Kept in by Mahoney. Looks like a hit. Puck comes free up ahead. Here comes O'Connell. Connor O'Connell goes wide and will send it in deep as his teammates are changing. He'll stay out there. Opong will collect the puck. Here's London Opong. Loses it, but covered up by Cool. As O'Connell using his long range to poke the puck off of Opong. 8 minutes to go here in run time at the RBC. Few games going on this weekend on Highbutton Sports here at the RBC Center. There will be some Maritime Major Girls Hockey League action and then some U15 Major action as well over on Pad D, the big ice, the Olympic sheet. The Cape Breton Lynx are in town to take on the Lindsay Surge here in Dartmouth. They'll play 2 games on this ice pad, and then the Harbour Rage are hosting the Western Hurricanes over on Pad D. And I believe that's it for the games here this weekend. Plenty of games overall across the Atlantic provinces. As here comes Tobin. Maddox Tobin has the puck. Will take it wide. Tobin will try and wrap it through on the pad. Rebounds there, and they score. Wren gets the rebound to go. Maddox Tobin with the original shot go off the wraparound as he beat the defender wide, made him fall. And it is now a 6-goal lead for Woodlawn. 7 minutes to go here in the third. As they'll send in a new goaltender on the Woodlawn side. Looks like they're going to rest Cool with this 6-goal lead. McEwen comes into the game, number 30, the grade 10 goaltender. You have an opportunity to give him some minutes before playoffs. You know they're going to ride Cool for the postseason, so give McEwen a chance to play. As here's a shot from Gallant that will go off the post. Play up top. Law goes over to Seabold. Seabold's shot will be blocked. Comes Frieder's Law off the blocker. Rebound. Another save from Bent. Rebound sent towards the goal. That will just go wide. Woodlawn will not stop here at home. That's going to be played off the netting, and that will stop play. So Seabold and Tobin get the assist on the latest marker. Wren gets the goal. Inside 6 minutes to go. Kind of running out of things to talk about. Tobin will take the face-off against O'Connell. Puck is dropped. One back. Conrad looking to clear. That will make its way up the boards. From the Coyotes. O'Connell takes the pass. That's going to be offside the line. It's been that kind of game for Eastern Shore Consolidated School. Woodlawn, a great home team. Hard to beat them here at the RBC Center here in Burnside. 5:10 to go. Here's O'Connell, loses the puck. Here comes Vander Tobin. Vander Tobin trying to take it wide, but good stick to prevent that by Carter Switch. Played in deep. Brownrigg on the forecheck, looking to free up the puck. Comes free for the Coyotes. Here's Tristan Conrad. Played up ahead, but intercepted by Eisner. That's Conrad Eisner, so there's a Tristan Conrad on one side and a Conrad Eisner on the other. Conrad, a very unpopular name, but there's two of them out there today. As Tobin had his shot blocked, has entered the zone. 4.5 to go. Sent up ahead for O'Connell. O'Connell against Ferguson for the loose puck. That's going to be played behind the net. Here's Eisner. Up the wall, it finds Brownrigg. Brownrigg will play it through the middle. Puck is bouncing for Gauthier. Here's Halliday. Halliday makes a move. Another move as he'll get hit off the puck. That's going to be played down the ice as Ferguson blows a tire. He hears it from the Coyotes bench. As Eisner, nice move to get by the forecheck. Eisner will lead the rush. Played up ahead for Brownrigg, can handle it cleanly. Walsh, last man back for Eastern Shore. He'll play out the boards. Sent back in deep by Beatrice. Brownrigg up for Power. Puck is bouncing in the circle. Comes free. Shot towards the goal. Just goes wide. Inside 4 minutes to go here in the third. Power finds it behind the net. Still has the puck as he gets a hit taken on him. Play up the boards. As Eisner holds the line. Eisner plays the wall as Gauthier lays a hit on Linthorne. It's going to be sent down the ice. Here's Ferguson. 3.5 to go. Ferguson will play it right through his crease. A few laughs in the crowd after that one. Ferguson still has the puck. Played up the wall. Finds Gauthier. Hunter Gauthier plays it over for Opong off the bench. Opong behind the Coyotes net, loses the puck. Here come the Coyotes now. Leading the rush is number 10, that's Nickerson. He'll play to the front, but picked off by Opong on the back check. Opong up for Gauthier. Gauthier played up ahead, finds Power. Power, but good job to get back by Mitchell. 2:45 to go in the third. Beach plays it behind the net for Power. Power looking to maneuver his way from behind the cage, but Coyotes will get possession. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell takes it wide. Will send it in deep, trying to get by Opong. 2.5 to go. Opong gets possession. London Opong will lead the rush for Woodlawn. Takes it wide. Opong still has the puck. Enters the zone. Sent towards the goal. Poked away by Bent as Opong trying to go for the cross move goal. Here's Gauthier up top. Over to Gallant. Gallant will let a shot go out the blocker of Bent. Play to the corner. Power gets hit in the boards. Puck comes free. Played over for Mitchell. Mitchell with 2 minutes to go will try and dump it in. That'll go off the shin pad of Brooks, the All-Star. Brooks, Halliday, Opong, and Matt Clements, as well as Parker Coolin in the All-Star team for Woodlawn. 5 members for the first place Panthers, who will take over first place with a win here tonight. 1:43 to go. Put up ahead. Here is Karsten. Karsten trying to drop the puck off for O'Connell. Holds on to it. Intercepted by Smith. Played over across. Here comes Mahoney. Mahoney gets hit off the puck on the back check, but comes free. Played up ahead by Smith as it's going to be turned over. Hits the broken stick behind the net. Comes free. Here's Gallant. 1:20 to go. Gallant will rim it around the wall. Up top, Law has it. Law shot on goal. Makes a way through the traffic, and Bent makes the save. Here's Gallant. Gallant shooting the puck with his body. Has it on the boards. Gallant battling for possession with O'Connell. That's going to be played out of play. Last minute of play here in the third period. Looks like the Panthers will reclaim first place heading into playoffs. They got 2 games left after this one. If they win out, that will guarantee them the first place finish. Lockview and them are tied in the standings, but Lockview has 1 more game played. 30 seconds to go. Penalty on the player to O'Connell, who will just head back to the bench. 25 seconds. Puck dropped. Here's Siebold. Siebold will send it towards the goal. Puck in the slot. Bouncing. Delory looking to clear. Delory up ahead. As Wood will send it in deep. Linthorn takes a hit. 10 seconds to go. And the Panthers win again here at home. Their last regular season game here on home ice is a victory. 7-1 to be your final score. Coyotes scored the first goal of the game, but 7 straight for Woodlawn. So that's going to do it for our coverage of this one. Thank you to everyone for allowing us to cover this team for the regular season. We're hoping to be back for playoffs, but until then, we'll say sayonara. You've just watched the Highland Sports coverage of the Metro High School Hockey League. Woodlawn victorious at home once again. 7-1's your score over the Coyotes. 2 more games the regular season for the Panthers, and then they'll head up to Cape Breton for the Red Cup. Good luck to them in that tournament. Thank you for tuning in to this one. My name is Mason, and I'm with Highland Sports, and we'll see you later on this weekend.